Greetings, my friends. I'm Andrea, astrologer, and welcome to this update in regards to a long-term transit that we do have, and it is about Uranus in the tropical sign of Taurus. And this traversal happens for the last time in 84 years, so it's an important event, and it is related to delivering a result. I would say it is the last dance with the bull in a sense, because Uranus is the planet of innovation, of disruption, of genius, of new things that come in the society as large, and also in our lives. It is the most unpredictable and full of surprise transit that we can have. So people who have planets or important points like the ascendant in the last degrees of the tropical Taurus, the Sun or Venus, for example, they can experience a lot of transformation and pleasant surprises if there are good aspects in regards to finances and the sense of valuing things in general. From all the signs in the whole zodiac, Taurus is the one most linked to wealth, to money, and to the financial system as such in mundane, the world astrology actually. And this is not, let's say, a one-to-one mapping, because wealth and money is really linked to a lot of other padas or portions of the constellations in the sky, and also to fixed stars. So there are the stars of wealth, there are many, but there is nothing else than the sign of Taurus, which is a large portion of the sky that is linked to wealth and money. I would like to talk about this as a time span. First of all, what is this last traversal of Uranus in the tropical Taurus? What can it mean for us? Then to go a bit into the history with a focus on the financial events of the time, and in the end I would like to talk about Bitcoin and what can we expect in terms of influences for Q4 2025 and Q1 2026, since both are involved. And it is for sure a turning point. Uranus in Taurus is not smooth. It is a turbulent influence that can really spike new heights, as we have seen already, and a lot of innovation in the system, but this comes along with turbulence. I would like to say that this influence is between November 8th, 2025 and April 26th, 2026. So it will span the end of 2025 and the first quarter of 2026. And it is the last time when we see in 84 years Uranus going through these degrees in Taurus. When a planet really finishes traversing a sign, it will deliver a result that is long-lasting and fixed, usually not reversible, because Taurus is the most fixed sign, and it's also very solid since it's the earth element. We can expect a transformation in matters connected to Taurus in the next month, and it will be something that is a genius discovery in these areas. In any case, a strong result, because we do have also at this time both the sidereal zodiac and the tropical zodiac converging in the sign of Taurus. So both of them are in Taurus. This means that the highest amount of change, and now because it's at the end, the result will come for sure at the end of this transit, at the end of April 26th, 2026. Taurus is connected not only to money and to banks, to the financial system as such, but also to food, agriculture, and on a subtler sense, it is connected to our sense of value. Jewelry is also value, also cars, luxury cars are value, and some constellations in the sky like Rohini will be connected to vehicles, and we can see also breakthroughs in these areas as well, and a lot of innovation in transportation regarding these developments we can really look forward to. This means that in the stock market, such types of stocks connected to these domains can experience a sudden development, and this can be for good or for worse, depending on the actual aspects that Uranus will make with the natal chart associated with these assets. And it is also important to notice the fact that Taurus usually will take its time. This means that we can feel that at some time nothing really happens. For example, this would be similar to periods of consolidation in the markets, and we see that the price action is doing nothing, but suddenly we will see a spike associated with this energy of Uranus in Taurus. Now I would like to go into the portion of the sky where Taurus will traverse, and to talk about another side of the whole experience that this Uranus in Taurus will give. I would like to go deeper now into the Kritika nakshatra, which will be traversed in the sign of Taurus. It's a portion of it in the sidereal zodiac. And this is not something entirely new, because we are used to it from 2025, and we saw what transformations occurred in the society as such, but they will go deeper and they will achieve some kind of milestone or final result. For now, a sort of foundation for the future. And Kritika is related to problem solving. As we see, because of Sedna that was conjunct Uranus recently, and it will conjunct it again, I would say, but Sedna has a 11,000 years orb actually, so it moves extremely slow, so it's difficult to say exactly when we will have this. We talk about an AI bubble, and a lot of society's problems are now to be solved by AI in a cheaper and faster way than humans. And this is actually a good side of the Kritika nakshatra. But this nakshatra has also the symbol of the knife, of pruning, of cutting things. And this means that we get also humans cut from roles that were important and very well regarded in the society. And I talk about technical jobs, especially software development, product management, other things related to technology that can be now automated by AI, and also medicine to come, and other functions that really require a long time for building and education. Cutting actually a part of life for these individuals, and I think this is to stay, and it will continue in the next years as we will see that. But I think we will also see some kind of regulation or sort of decision that is made by the society on how to continue and to solve these problems. It is also about reconstructing things. Kritika will consider pruning the old and rebuilding the new from scratch. It is about seeing what doesn't work anymore and cut it through and go further with what is really valuable for the society, because this sense of value will be refined in a subtle way at a psychological level. We will shift our values and rethink them in a way that would be more stable and future proof. Let's talk about the history and what happened at the last Uranus retrograde transit that it happened a while ago, so it's this 84-year cycle. The last time there was such a retrograde transit in the tropical zodiac was during the Second World War, between October 5th, 1941 and May 15th, 1942. The most important world events between this time, so October 1941 and May 1942, centered on the Battle of Moscow on the Eastern Front and the entry of the United States into World War II, following the attack on Pearl Harbor, leading to a global war and major conflicts in the Pacific. Now, this is not to say that a war will occur again, at least not at global level, because we do have other things that are not aligned, at least, and it is a historical cycle that is not so easy to backtest, so to speak, because statistical relevance in a time that is contemporary to us doesn't really exist. Now let's see what happened in the financial scene at that time, and I would focus on S&P 500, what we know about it, but it was not actually S&P 500 at that time, but rather it was a index comprising 233 companies, so it was less, and the economy had some interesting terms during this time. So let's see what they were. From October to December 1941, markets were already sliding and Pearl Harbor accelerated the drop. Dow Jones Industrial Average fell over 3% on December 8th and continued lower at that time. So this was the first segment of the transit. From December 1941 to April 1942, war uncertainty pushed stocks into a deeper decline, hitting their lowest level since 1934 on April 28th, which is the true point of maximum bearishness. Then, in early 1942, the market quietly reversed. With no single catalyst, investors began recognizing America's full wartime mobilization and eventual advantage, sparking a powerful bull run that lasted for years. We had interesting Uranus-related aspects at that time. Uranus trine Neptune, Uranus trine Saturn, and Uranus sextile Venus in the global astrology when we had this turn. All these aspects made by Uranus at that time were bullish. This is notable, and they are mid and low intensity. So it was powerful even with this a high intensity aspect was not really needed. What can we expect for Bitcoin? And the hot month is April. It's the last month of this transit actually, and we do have one aspect which happens before Uranus leaving the tropical Taurus, and this is a bullish one on April 7th. It is a Uranus trine Jupiter aspect which shows a sudden increase of the market cap being likely. Then we do have on April 30th, so just after Uranus leaves Taurus, the tropical Taurus, we do have a event that is bearish in nature. It's super volatile. It's a Uranus square Venus, which will really create a sort of price shock. The aspect is exact on April 30th, could be felt before and after. This is valid for both of them since they are long-term aspects, so to time them properly it's important to know what will happen on the day, even at our level for Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin will be thankfully not so volatile short-term, I would say, at that time, because the influence of the moon is over in January, and we will have another more powerful influence on Bitcoin at that time. We will discuss about this in future videos, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for your attention, for your time, for liking and subscribing. It helps the channel, and until next time, be joyful. See you.